If you create a chart in Excel and put it on the same worksheet as the data, sometimes you want a certain kind of control over how the chart is placed. If you have worked with charts, you probably know that if you'd like to move a chart, you need only click just inside the border and drag, perhaps in one smooth action here, like that. Move it around wherever you want. Sometimes you might have other charts with this, or you just want to move it a little bit. If you hold down the Control key as you click on a chart, you've put it into a certain kind of mode so that you can nudge the chart by simply pressing arrow keys. So I'm pressing the up arrow right now, and you see how this is moving the chart just slightly upward or leftward or downward. If you work with graphics a lot, either objects or images like this, that might be not too critical. Something else you might want to do, though, something different really, is that when you click on a chart, you perhaps recognize that on each midpoint on the four sides and on the corners, you see little dots. These are sometimes called handles. If you drag one of these corners, of course, you can make the chart taller, wider, narrower, whatever. But if you hold down the Alt key, something special happens. This serves as if to be a magnetic attraction so that the edges line up with cell boundaries. And you don't always see this so clearly. So right now I've got the Alt key held down. You see, as I'm dragging here, I'm not jumping to the edges. This happens almost automatically. I'm going to let go of the mouse now. And as I click outside, you see how perfect and even that is. So if you have that sort of special need, if you want these edges to line up just perfectly with the cell boundaries, as you drag a corner or edge, hold down the Alt key and then let go of the mouse first as you drag these. Just makes it look neater and tidier. It didn't do it on the bottom here. Actually, it works best if you do two opposite corners, and then that takes care of two edges at a time. Let's try this again down here. Holding down Alt. There we go. Let go of the mouse. And then click away from it to see the effect of it. If you've got some kind of a shadow effect on this, it might not be so obvious. You can quickly do this. And you can do this with most objects as well, too. Repositioning the chart to make it look the best. Keep in mind, too, that two of our top 10 shortcuts for creating charts, one here, if we want to chart real quickly right here on the worksheet, it's just Alt F1. And invariably, that does need repositioning. So use either of the two tips we talked about. Either align this with edges, again, holding down Alt, or possibly just nudging it by Control clicking and using the arrow keys. So different ways to control the placement of charts on a worksheet.